What is the most unhygienic thing you have done? Too much shit? Too much paper? Not sure, but the toilet just clogged. Push my hand down there. Push the entire mass through. Straight in the shower after. Mother of fucking Christ. Why did he not use the poop knife? College. I was drunk and high and all those things, and decided my hands didn't work. Our dorms had a shared bathroom, and I was in the stalls, hoping to puke in the toilet. I thought, man, it would be rude of me to puke all over the seat. I better put it up just in case. Since my hands didn't work, I grabbed the seat with my teeth, and put it up. Never puke though. Item my head out. Been a fun thread, guys. Been a fun thread, guys. No, it hasn't. As a kid, don't know why I took a swig from a random soda can left at the sink in a public laundromat. Turns out it had been used as an ashtray and possibly dipped spittoon. Oh my god, this made me actually retch just reading it. 9 years old. Dropped a milk dud in the movie theater, so pushed my hand the seats to find it. Found it, proceeded to eat it, and it was a fucking junior mint. Scars me to this day. My friend found a chocolate chip and ate it. Turns out it was a swollen tick. Imagine the surprise. What the fuck? It apparently fell off their cat. Well, that doesn't make anything better. I jumped into what was essentially sewer runoff. Just high swelling river of shit. To pull out a 4-year-old boy who had fallen in. It was in Mexico, and next to the site I was working. Kid just fell in, and I jumped in after him, since the sewage was over his head. Managed to cut my leg open too, so I had to go to the hospital, and get a tetanus shot. Kid was fine. Pulled him out. Mom hosed him off, and sent him back to playing. Did she hose you off out of courtesy? No, she only hosed off her kiddo. I got hosed off by my workmates at the site, which is how we figured out I had a cut on my leg. Smoked a half-smoked cigarette I found on the floor. I was 12 years old, and lit it with my magnifying glass in the sun. That's actually pretty fucking impressive. He's the MacGyver of the trailer park. While doing a rectal exam to make a pregnancy diagnosis in cow, it managed to shit directly into my open mouth. Just throw the whole cow away at that point. You mean throw yourself away? That too. Ate my wife's 2-day unshowered ass that she pooped out of 3 times. Man, I came here to say I ate a sandwich I dropped on the floor today, but that doesn't even come close to you. Fuck me. Watch out or he might eat your sandwich. I'm more scared he's gonna eat my ass. Not me, but a buddy of mine was in a fight with his GF. She was saying he always undercooks the chicken, and she's going to get salmonella. So he takes a raw drumstick and slaps the meat off the bone out of spite. That visual made me spit. One time I was at a rave. I asked some guy chewing gum if I could have a piece. He told me he had none left, but I could have half of the one he was chewing. I accepted and put it into my mouth. Standard rave stuff. Can't get diseases if you are on M. The serotonin will protect you. I licked my contact lens and put it back in my eye in 1999. Still there? My eye, yes. Woo, thanks for clearing that up. Once I was eating a grilled stuffed burrito at Taco Bell. I bit into what I initially thought was a chewy bit of tortilla or something, but eventually spit out and determined to be actual rubber. Probably a fingertip to a rubber glove based on shape. Now I'm still in the Taco Bell. Mere feet from the counter where I could have complained, gotten a refund, gotten a new burrito, or whatever. I was 19 and invincible though, so I tossed the rubber bit to the side and ate my fucking burrito. The day after was the sickest I've been in my entire life, even to this day. It was probably one of those finger condom things people use to cover up a bleeding wound so they can continue working. Gross. I was looking at apartments once and had picked up keys to one and had just finished looking and knew I had to take a shit, and immediately the apartment had no TP and I knew it was going to be a mess, so that wasn't an option. I had my baby with me but only one diaper and no wipes, so I squatted in my seat and shit in his diaper. It was a matter of life and death. Why in the fuck did you not shit in the toilet and use the diaper to wipe your ass? Because he's vile. Yes, poop_tube. They're vile. I wiped with a used piece of toilet paper that I fetched from the trash can in a public bathroom. Socks have more than one purpose. Just make sure that your boyfriend doesn't find out. Went 2 weeks without showering and without getting out of bed. Would have gone longer too if my husband hadn't gently led me to the bathroom and lovingly told me I smelled. Depression is a bitch. Your husband is kind of awesome. He didn't yell at you or make it worse. Glad you have him. I was in Boy Scouts when I was a teenager. We were on a week-long backpacking trip, as teens do. We started making stupid bets/dares. One was, who can do the grossest thing to an M&M, and then eat it. I took off the boots I had been hiking in, took off my funky sock, soaked in swamp water, wrung it out on a few M&Ms in my hand, and ate the handful of M&Ms, and whatever puddle of swamp water was in my palm. I won. Thanks, my body wants to vomit. Picked up a piece of candy from the side of the road and ate it. I believe it was a Skittle. He believes. Worked the same pair of underwear for 2 weeks straight. Once in the army I wore the same set of BDUs for 4 months straight, with no underwear, just to see how long I could go before someone said something. After 4 months nobody said a thing, and I was mostly just disappointed in myself. Our military boredom. I left my boots on for 12 days once. Trench foot anyone? Lucky I did not, but 10/10ths would never do that again. The top layer of my skin sloughed off, and ended up super soft. It's spelled slough just saying. I wondered how it was pronounced for the longest time, but I get it now. When I was a toddler, I crawled into the cat box, and started playing in the sand. Mom of course had to get pictures, before stopping her kid from playing with cat shit. Kitty glitter. Once ate a raw chicken wing at a pub. It wasn't my plan. It's like someone in the kitchen thought the basket of wings wasn't full enough, so dunked one in the sauce, and put it on top. The server had no idea, everything was covered in sauce. Despite being a few pints in, as soon as I bit into it, and chewed I almost puked. The texture of raw chicken in your mouth is fucking horrible. Hold up. Do you know the guy who ate raw chicken despite his GF? A really bad stomachache hit me while I was in the shower. Farted. Wasn't just a fart. Said fuck it, and just continue to shit in the shower. Begin the waffle stomp. I hate that I know what a waffle stomp is. In Iraq I beat off in the showers and let the nut wash down the drain. As soon as I got done showering I'd walk back to my tent and put socks on before I go to bed, because I didn't like sand and dirt between my toes when I wake up. Fast forward next day I take my socks off to change socks and notice a funny smell. Think nothing of it and go to work, but when I get back to take my boots off and repeat the cycle of the previous day I still smell something, but now it's a lot more pungent. I take a finger and check to see if I have some lint stuck between my toes and touch something squishy. Upon closer inspection it's 1-day-old semen that has been marinating with sweat between my toes. Literally the most disgusting thing I've ever done. No. Smoked a dead fly mistaking it for weed. Drunk bike to Burger King. It was rainy. Bag split open and my fries fell all over the road and my chicken sandwich disassembled itself too. Not wanting to waste the money I spent, and too drunk to give a fuck, I squatted down and ate all of the fries off of the road in the rain. Put the sandwich back together and ate that as well. 11y/Omi thought it would be cool to try to take a piss in my toilet while doing an X-stand with my feet in the air and my head on the floor. TLDR. Pissed all over my face. When I was addicted to Xanax I one time dropped a bar in the urinal while I was peeing, which was full of other people's piss, and then I reached in, grabbed it out, ran it under some water, and took the pill. I then went to the campus bar and downed some alcohol to kill any bacteria left over. In high school a buddy of mine chewed up a cracker and then took that and put it in between 2 fresh non-chewed crackers. I then proceeded to eat said pre-chewed cracker sandwich for $5. Easiest $5 I've ever made. I was in basic training, and a week before you graduate they have everyone do a final test of the skills you've learned called Victory Forge. For 3 days and 3 nights you march 5+ miles to a wooded area where you sleep in shifts, eat, do drills, have CS gas randomly thrown at you, ECT. So after this is done you march 5+ miles back to the barracks. Then you sit in a large room exhausted where you're told congratulations you are now a soldier. So for 3 days and nights you haven't washed or changed clothes and you've been caking camo face paint daily. You are so damn exhausted that when you see your bed all you want to do is sleep. None of us knew how bad we smelled because all of us smelled the same way. Our drill sergeant made us shower. We gave zero fucks about our hygiene and was pissed that we had to shower. Our shower was set up kind of weird. There was one room for undressing in and another that was a large shower room. So we all shower and I start to hear females gagging in the dressing room. I walk in there and the smell was insane. I have never again smelled anything that bad. We had to triple bag our BDUs just so they wouldn't stink up the barracks. Our rucksacks were left outside to air out. It really hit us how unhygienic it would have been just to jump in our bed and go to sleep. I was on a bus traveling from Haiti to the doctor, hungover beyond sense and delirious from the heat, when I moved a few seats ahead because I spotted someone had left behind about half a sip of water in a crinkled old bottle, and I drank the sketchy bus water, and I've never regretted it. Former hazmat worker. I have swam in a combination of human feces and diesel fuel in an underground tank. I have climbed into a vat of unknown substance on an abandoned military base. I'm either immune to everything now, or I'm going to die by age 50.